Alright, Rambo for the NES. So, licensed game based off of Rambo First Blood Part 2. I'm just gonna go ahead and get this started up. I'm gonna be doing all bosses. I guess I'll just hit the timer on start here, because it's easier for me to go with that. I'm gonna be doing all bosses because in a regular run, you would just skip all of them but 2. Anyway, I'll get to that in a little bit. So you start with Troutman here, and he says, "You up to it?" Well, if you say this, he just says, "It's up to you, the game doesn't start until you say yes." Anyway, so we'll just go. Got a few people to talk to, just to get things started. So you gotta talk to Murdoch here, gives you your mission. I talked to this guy in here who gives you your weapons, and he's very generous because he gives you 20 throwing daggers, which aren't even that powerful. But he does give you 5 medicines, which are very, very helpful. Alright, so talking to Troutman to get it going. And we gotta meet our contact Co and get dropped off in the jungle here. Okay, there we go. Alright. So we immediately get attacked by a giant wasp. And then there's snakes, which okay. See that. So as far as the movement on these things, the movement on the enemies, unless you're talking about the soldiers, is pretty much completely random. So things like that can happen. You can tell to a slight degree when you start the game where you're at by how Troutman's moving, or where Troutman is. But, other than that, everything is sort of dependent on what actions you take on a prior screen. So, yeah. And as you're gonna find in this game, wildlife and nature are naturally the most unpredictable things. I'm just gonna speed right through this. So, we've met with Co. She's arranged a boat for us to go ahead and use to move along. We're gonna go talk to the boat captain. Anyway, let me try and touch on this while I have a moment. I'm doing all bosses because in 90% you would skip most of the bosses, and I think the bosses in this game are probably the most interesting part. Talk to the boat captain, and we move along here. If you come in here before you talk to Co, you can go this way, but you just won't, you just exit out of the screen back to where you were. Alright, so we gotta go rescue a POW. But you probably noticed already that this game has, kind of is very choppy, you know, much like Lojuman was. There's some other things, with it. I think it runs at 30 FPS. And you can tell it's a very, very much a, Zelda 2 clone type game. But the hitboxes are pretty bad too. You're gonna see this happen a lot when I miss a lot of stabs on some enemies. Oh, yeah, by the way, killer pink flamingos. Whoops. I'm gonna actually kill some of these so I don't take so much damage. Killer pink flamingos and bubbles. Yeah, so like I said, these things are completely random. It's impossible to predict what they're going to do. Like, completely impossible. Okay, this is going to be annoying here. If I get really bad RNG, I can get knocked through this bridge and have to start all over. I'd have to go all the way back around again. Fortunately, I didn't. So my last practice run, I got right to the last tile on the bridge and got hit by a bubble. So those things, those platforms there, you can, oops, let me try that again. Oh, wait, soldiers are already there? Okay, try that again. So like I said, it's a little bit easier to deal with the soldiers here. Not always, but... Oh yeah, and we get screen flashing here and the HP. How did I manage to kill that guy like that? I never get that one right. Okay. So you notice I have 0 health now and the game hasn't killed me yet. There's a little delay between when you hit 0 health and when the game kills you, so it gives you enough time to go into the menu and do a heal. But these jumping soldiers are pretty much impossible. Almost wow, that was some bad luck there. Are almost impossible to kill without getting hit because the knife hitbox is so bad. Oh, one other problem with the hitboxes. See those bullets I'm ducking under? If I were to stab while the bullet was going overhead, Rambo's hitbox would expand up just enough for him to get hit by that bullet. Now, how that's supposed to work, I don't know, but whatever. Alright, so we got another bridge here. Soldier Bridge, I call it. Which is really annoying because these guys... like I said, the running and jumping soldiers are pretty much impossible to actually properly kill. So in order to get over it fast, I just take damage and run through them with the invincibility frames. And basically, you do fall through a bridge if you're standing on it when, oh, okay. That guy thought he was clever. But if you're in the air when you get hit, don't mind that block glitch there, by the way. Oh, by the way, if you you can hit start while you're in the dialogue to check your inventory and your password. And Rambo's got big pockets because he happens to be carrying around Ko and the boat right now. So we gotta go back. Okay, I probably shouldn't have done that, but that's alright. Oh, that's right, I go underneath here. And then I'm gonna just get rid of that guy. Alright. You can also actually jump through platforms by, oh. Let's see if I get this right. Hey, I got it! Oh, wow, that was close. So, for whatever reason, I had a lot of trouble. I wasn't paying attention there and got shot by the bullet. That was good. So I managed to actually get past that guy, though, even though I wasn't paying attention either. Right. So I did a manipulation there to get that guy to jump over Rambo. One way you can deal with those guys. And anytime you actually see me able to kill one of these jumping and kicking soldiers, it's because I figured out a way to position myself in order to hit them. Okay, so you saw me jump through the bridge there. You can actually jump down through the bridge and some other platforms by holding down and jumping. You can also hold down while you're jumping and do a little short hop there. Which is good because you move slowly in water. Alright. Yay! Oh, right. I was doing the damage boost and I actually paused there because I thought I was going to need to heal, and that's actually the first time in all of the runs that I've done to this point that I haven't had to do that. I had to actually heal there. I've actually had some decent health. And I actually got all the soldiers in that area. So I will have to heal here, which is fine. Okay. Alright. One thing I do not want to forget to do. I will say that despite a lot of its problems, this game has some pretty good music. Nice speed power up there. Down here quickly. So here, I'm going to talk to Ko here, because something that happens is whenever you talk to somebody, it sets a checkpoint. So if you die and continue, it will set you to that checkpoint. Now this is an optional thing that I'm doing here, and I didn't actually need to kill that snake, but I was... Anyway. So, it's an optional thing here where you can go to this little village. Kid's gotten lost and they ask you to save him. You actually don't have to go to the village. Wait, I think I'm going this way, yeah. You don't actually have to go to village to save the kid, though. But anyway, let's see. There's a boss over this way, and so that's why I'm headed over here. Now, I'm not going to save the kid, though, because if I talk to the kid, you have to talk to the kid to save him. Alright, here, I'm going to just be a little bit more careful. Oh, wait, I'm gonna throw one of those on right now. It's going to require me to take a little bit of extra damage, but that's fine. If you talk to him, you set a checkpoint, so you don't want to do that. Because upcoming is, I'm going to attempt a death warp here, and hopefully this will work out. 1, 2, 3, okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, okay. There was a spider there, apparently. This is a bit... I don't know if I'm gonna get it. So what you can do is, I didn't get it, I was too quick. That's alright. So what happens there is, I'll just go this way. So what happens is I was trying to get the final hit on the boss and still die because of that, that little time that you have before the game kills you off. The problem is, because of that time it takes for the game to kill you off, you can actually... What happens is when you kill the boss, you get a health max upgrade. So you get an additional plus 100 to the health, and it restores it to full. So if you kill the boss too quickly, your health restores and you don't die. However, if you wait long enough, you get the health restore, and you die, and it counts. And that's the only place that it's actually useful, because otherwise, every other place you have a dialogue that you go through, and it sets a checkpoint in an inconvenient spot for death warping. Okay, so we got another boss already. This is one of 2 bosses. Yeah, by the way, he takes 1 shot to kill. But it's one of 2 bosses that does not take 16 hits to kill. Most bosses take 16 hits to kill, with the exception of that guy and the final boss. The final boss, well, I'll explain the final boss when I get closer to that point. Or to that point, I should say. More fish. Fish are pretty unpredictable. Let's see, what else? I guess if, as I think of other things, I will mention them. Oh, yeah, I should mention that, let me get a medicine here. So, safety medicine. Okay, yeah, I can talk about those rocks that you saw falling from the top of the screen a moment ago. And there. They're gonna come to play later. Oops. Come back? Okay. Let me reset that guy. I was a little bit too far forward when I was trying to... There, really? Okay. Okay, fine. There we go. That's better. That's why I wanted to kill that guy, because of machine gun ammo. That's going to be useful for later on. Alright. Okay. Nice, I guess. The screen I don't like very much, because it's... Okay, actually, I like this screen even less. So, if I get really bad luck here, we could be repeating this screen quite a few times. Yeah, that could have been bad. So if you get knocked down here, you have to... Oh, wow. They're trying. Okay. I made it through that. So if you get knocked down there, you have to go all the way back through the, through, like, 2 or 3 screens to get back up to that point. You basically fall down to that screen that I killed that enemy to get the medicine on. So we gotta deal with more random falling bombs here. There's nothing you can do about this. One of the things that really annoyed me about speedrunning this game was that there's so many random things that I never could figure out any way to get past. Or make look nice. So, Rambo's been captured. Okay, let's see. Where's this thing here? Oh, whoops. So this is the first one where you have to actually select the second choice. So if you're hitting the buttons too quickly like that, like I tend to do, that becomes a problem. Alright, so we play as Ko now. We're gonna talk to this guy. He's gonna give us some safety medicines. So we gotta talk to this guy to advance stuff. You can't take the rifle, but you can get the dress. And this does actually fall in line with something in the movie, for those who have seen it. Okay, so to demonstrate how stupid the maps are, I just exited out to the right there, and then I went back to the left, and I'm in a different spot now. Good luck trying to figure out that on your own. Some of the other maps are similarly set up in other ways. I remember to get that took my time now. So navigating in this game is interesting at times. So we're gonna go let Rambo out, and we're gonna pick this up and get going. Oh, by the way, if you're holding a direction during a dialogue like that, it won't advance dialogue for whatever reason. I have no idea why. It just doesn't. Alright, let's have some fun here. So if you don't kill these guys with one shot, they spontaneously combust when you hit them. Oh yeah, something else that's a bit of an irritation is you can't switch weapon. If you try to switch weapons while you're running, while you're in the middle of an area, oops, that was bad. Oh crap, I didn't get the, crud, I should say. I didn't get the, other machine gun ammo that I was supposed to. I forgot again, so that's gonna be kind of bad. Is there a grenade guy coming? I actually could have gone back. Whatever. It's fine, we'll do this. I'll get 10 hits in on this guy. So, boss. Biker guy. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, good. He's actually going back this way, so I can... I'm gonna need to heal. Yeah, heal time. Alright. Okay, good. That could have been worse. I messed up quite a bit in practice where I kept forgetting to get the extra machine gun ammo, and then that guy has issues if you let him go off screen where he just glitches out and you have to keep running from end to end on each side of that area to actually hit him. And it is a real pain in the neck. Anyway, so far we've had, what have we had? A giant spider boss. Also, you can talk to this guy to get a health restore. The giant spider boss, we've had a pirate leader, and we've had a biker. So that's the sum of our bosses so far. Probably... nothing overly out of the usual aside from that giant spider. Okay, so this part can be a pain in the neck. Okay, let's see if I can get this jump. Yes, okay, good. So I'm gonna wait out the these logs here because I don't want them to fall on me while I'm making that jump there. Alright, we got another boss already. We can switch the arrows for this. Fire cat. Okay, that's not a good position. I'm gonna have to reposition this guy. Okay, there we go. That should be better. So right at the edge here, and then you can set that up for that. Easy boss. Easy health restore. Yeah, so switching weapons, you have to stand still if you're in the middle of the screen, but if you're towards the edge here, you can actually oh wow, that bat was a little bit sooner than expected. Where's this bat though? There we go, that's good. This room's scary, I might fail it a few times, we'll see it happens. Oh wow, holy smokes. Alright, it worked. So yeah, more wandering through caverns in the dark. And you can see the obvious copy off of Zelda 2 here. There is a lantern you can get, of course, but it required me to go out of my way to do so I didn't do it. And that room is really scary because if you fall down, you have to go back out to the waterfall area and you have to, you know, go through again. Which is irritating and costs time. There's Ko, just randomly wandering around the waterfall here. We're not going to talk to Ko because it wastes time. Oh, hey, by the way, taking damage, you can get knocked back into, knocked back into a previous screen. It's even more amusing when, you get knocked back into, a transition that has a cutscene or a dialogue. I think this is the guy. Yep, grenades. We got another boss coming up in this next screen, by the way. It's a, robot-type boss. Now, I always call it a spaceship. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. I'm gonna wait for it to come back. So, one thing I found out is if you try to use machine gun ammo or anything but the throwing daggers on the screen, you attract a whole 10 billion soldiers. Which will make your life miserable as you're trying to defeat that boss there. Okay. Mines. You can actually stab those mines. Oh. Alright. See ya. Alright, so we gotta go in the base now to get a key for a helicopter. And we got some predator enemies, looking enemies here. Russian soldiers have predators working for them, I don't know. So these directionals are awfully specific in the base. Like, they're like pixel perfect for how they want you to be able to go through those directions. So I'm actually trying to make a habit of setting this up. Hey, another boss already. Except he's not here just yet. My favorite boss in this game, don't mind that block glitch again. So you face this guy, and he's not my... And it's not because he does anything special that he's my favorite boss in this game, he just runs around punching, but this... this damage sprite is just absolutely pretty silly. Alright, switch off weapons here. Yeah, not really much of a boss, but the that damage sprite makes it for me. I don't know, it wasn't something I was expecting when I had gotten this card of the game, and I was playing through it again for the first time in who knows how many years. When I found out that was a thing, I just lost it for a good 15 minutes. Alright, so... did I go to... Oh, right, no, it's just to the left here. That's all. Actually, pretty good shape. I'm gonna sneak under this guy instead of, well, if the idea was to sneak under him, I kind of failed at that because I walked right into him. That thing didn't give me some good RNG there. Get lucky, those things will bounce towards you, so you can just run right under them. Okay. Okay, well, we only have Ko in the inventory now. By the way, I might add, if you talk to Ko at the waterfall, she dies. So by not talking to her, you save her, so... Hey, how about that, a game where in the speedrun it's faster to save somebody. when it's not required. Alright. So we're going to go find a POW again. There's actually a pretty long, drawn-out dialogue if you talk to go at the waterfall and she dies. Hey, robots. I might point out that these are all totally things that were in the movie, by the way. These guys are annoying. They react to, if you're standing, when they shoot, they will fire straight at you. If you duck, if you're ducking, they will duck to shoot at you. So you kind of have to, carefully time out how you want to position yourself. Purple guys. It's usually better just to stand and then duck when they shoot at you. Okay. Okay. This time you want to actually jump through the bridge here. You get a jump power up there. Because you otherwise have no other way to get back up on top of the bridge here, because your regular jump doesn't go high enough. I think I was supposed to actually not. Oh, hello. I'll say that the controls actually otherwise actually aren't that bad for this game. Okay, and so if you're doing a regular run, you'd actually do a little skip there, because you can clip through the wall in the back of the cell and get right out to the helicopter. But this is all bosses. I'm gonna kill this guy because he's gonna be a nuisance. I need to kill that guy because of machine gun ammo. This is all bosses. We have 2 more bosses to fight. If we do the clip, it's gonna skip them. Did I stab? Or did I just unduck too quickly? On either of those. Ah well, it's fine. I've got 6 medicines. That guy didn't... I thought that guy was gonna jump down. He didn't, and that guy jumped up. Alright, let's see if I can actually, make it through this boss without... So that's a good point where you can take advantage of these guys, Don't mind that I got stuck on that, thing there. Alright. So, we got this guy. You can't duck under his machine gun bullets, but you can stand on the barrels to avoid them. Oh yeah, and he's got an animation sprite like our bud Sergeant Sheen from the previous area. Nice. I didn't have to use a helmet. Okay. Alright, cool. One more boss to go. I'm just gonna blunder my way through these guys. It's gonna be faster than me trying to actually kill them. And I got plenty of health anyway, and plenty of healing too, so it's not gonna be a big deal. Switch to grenades for going in here, because good reason. Hey, here's our final boss. So, yeah, you have to have grenades in this guy, and you have to jump and hit it with them. And if you think that's annoying and awkward, well, you wouldn't be wrong. It takes 40 grenades, by the way. And you're dependent on how lucky you are with how frequent these guys fall down here. You have to kill the left one to get your grenades. Ideally, I will kill the one on the left and still have one grenade remaining, so that I don't have to switch back to the grenades. And as you saw before, they can randomly take more than one hit to kill. I haven't been counting grenades, by the way, so... sorry. Doesn't matter. So far, aside from at the start, the RNG on these guys dropping in so I can get the grenades off hasn't been terrible. That one was kind of perfectly timed, right when I had to. Wow, that was pretty good. Okay, big warning. When you get out of this fight, do not rapidly press up. You will go out that exit and have to walk all the way around through the areas you just went through to get back to this. So we're going to do this. So you can actually take a password at this point. So Rambo's now carrying Co and a POW in his inventory, along with a dress and a key. Anyway, you can get a password at this point, and that's kind of pretty funny because we don't have any more fighting to do. Okay, a couple of things we still have to do before the game ends. We have to talk to a couple of people. So first person we're going to talk to is we got to talk to Murdoch here. Oops. Game being a little particular about, well, let's make it up. Oh, by the way, you can also, when you get back here, you can do this, do that symbol, and you can turn Murdoch into a frog. And then we go talk to Trotman, and then the game finishes. After you go through a little bit of dialogue here. Right. There we go. Hey, not bad. So there you go, that's Rambo Ness, and all bosses. And this is your ending, and I don't know how much of the low G-Man ending you saw, but you can tell that's right. In any case, coming up next I'll be doing Gym Power. We'll have 3D glasses presented. Just give me a moment here.